right, so the next type of problem we're going to look at is a elimination. So elimination, remember, is where you're trying to cancel out either your x's or your y's by either adding or subtracting the equations together. Looking at this question, we have 3x plus 3y equals -6. We have 10x plus 3y equals -13. So you want to look at which variable has the same coefficient. So in this problem, our y's both have a 3 in front of them. So that's what we should kind of see right away. So we have to ask ourselves the question, how do we cancel out our y's? Do we add or subtract? So, I mean, you could check you could kind of just check really quick. I mean, is 3y plus 3y going to cancel out? Or is 3y minus 3y going to cancel out? I mean, 3y plus 3y would be 6y, so that doesn't work. But 3y minus 3y would be 0, or it does cancel out. So based on that, we are going to subtract these equations. So we're going to do one part at a time. So we're going to do our x's. So in our calculator, we're going to plug in 3 minus 10x. So if you plug that in, 3 minus 10 would be -7x. 3 minus 3y would be 0, or it cancels. And then -6 minus -13. So be careful when you put that in. You should have minus -13. You will get +7. So to solve this equation, we'll divide this -7 over, and we'll get x is -1. So that goes in our first box because it goes x comma y. And then we got to plug this -1 back into either the top or bottom equation. I'm going to plug it into the top equation. So I'm going to plug -1 in for this x. So that would be 3 parentheses -1 plus 3y equals -6. If you multiply 3 times -1, that would be -3. Oops. So then you would add the 3 over. You'll get 3y equals -3. If you divide, you'll also get y is -1. And just realize that's pure coincidence. You won't always get the same answer for x and y, so I don't want you to think that. But in this case, they are the same number.